Hi everyone, welcome back to my new challenge of the day. Spin the globe and draw. And today is the day number 12. Is the second last challenge of this month. I'm really excited and happy that I be able to reach to this day and between things and work, I thought I would have probably skipped some of them, but yeah, we got all of them. We nailed all of every challenges and so far. So yeah, really happy. How are you guys doing? Hi Instagram and YouTube. As usual, if people you're watching on Instagram, this live drawing of this challenge will be live streamed on YouTube as well. And on YouTube channel, you'll be able to see my challenge in live from the top view, and with you be able to join the chat as well. So if you haven't done it, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow the live over there. Or if you can't at the moment, you can watch this video like later on your iPad, computer, or phone. And yeah, I want to know today how are you watching? Where are you from? Where are you watching? And are you watching on your phone, having the dinner, have just some time chilling after work? Yeah, let me know, guys, and say hi on the chat as well. And as usual, if you have any question regarding today's drawing or these challenge in general, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will be answering you at the end of this live stream. So without further ado, let's start with the drawing challenge number 12 of this month. And today we are, surprise, in Copenhagen. Have you been in Copenhagen? And is anyone watching from there? Let me know, guys. Oh, the person that has submitted this drawing is watching right now on Instagram. Thank you very much, Nana. Is that your name? For submitting this amazing place. I never been in Copenhagen, and I didn't know the existence of this place until now. And this is Tivoli. I hope you guys can see on my iPad now. And if you can't see because there is a huge globe that I can't solve it, you can see the picture above my head in YouTube on the top left of the screen. And this is a picture submitted by Nana. And I think it's the entrance of the amusement park Tivoli, called Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen. And I just did a bit of search on Wikipedia just a few minutes before this drawing, the start of this live stream. And apparently this is the third oldest amusement park in the world. It's opened in 18th and 17th something. Let me just dig this information out from Wikipedia. Yeah, it's 15 August 1843. Oh my god, that is old. But I wonder, what is the oldest amusement park in the world? I guess it's older even than this. But yeah, this is pretty old. 170, more than that, 180 years old. I'm a bit bad in math, but it's, yeah, almost 200 years old. That's amazing. And it's really popular as well. It's also is the fifth most visited amusement park in the world, behind like the usual Disneyland park and other places. But yeah, it's very popular, and it's surprisingly that I don't know the existence of this place, but I'm glad that you've sent this picture to me, Nana, and I'm excited to draw this as well, and I'm looking forward to get started. So it's the entrance of this amusement park, and it's very rich. You almost like looking like a baroque palace, almost like a royal palace or something. It's very rich of detail and elements as well. You have this like nutcrackers, like type of um, statue on the side of this entrance, and you have a really nice arch that leads you inside the amusement park. I think this is the entrance. I am not be able to confirm this. Nana, if you've been in there, let me know where this is. I think this is the entrance. Normally at the entrance you have this type of grandiose gate or something, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. And this is like during the night. It's a nighttime shot, and you have a lot of lighting as well. So it would be interesting to catch these details in my drawing as well. But I think you have a lot of people on the lower part of the image, and I will use today a landscape format as well. It seems like I enjoyed the landscape format in these past few days, and I'm gonna carry on for maybe this sketch and the next one as well, the last sketch of this challenge as well. And I would love to keep the people on the lower half of the drawing and create some separation between the architecture and the people. And I think the lighting will help. I will add some lighting effects in this composition to detach a bit of the plane between the people and the architecture. Um, yeah, that being said, so let's see if who is drawing with me. Like, let me know, guys, if you're drawing next, like along with me today. And thank you very much for sending your drawings as well. Not being able to post all of them, but I will do tonight. Yeah, I've seen a couple of really nice one. So let's start. So I will try to keep within an hour, even less for today, because I don't want to like be to make this a very long video. And yeah, probably I hope I will keep under an hour. But if you guys who are drawing with me, take your time and don't rush. If you're watching, don't worry, just watch it and you can draw afterwards as well. So, what we have today, as usual, I've been keeping drawing in with the same pen across this challenge of the month. As usual, I have a Montblanc Meisterstuck 146 with medium nib, and I'm using a Montblanc black ink, Montblanc Mystery Black. This is the official name of the ink, on a Fabriano A5 200 GMS sketch pad, and with A5 landscape paper. So yeah, that being said, let's start. Yeah. On YouTube, I guess the person. Yeah, there are a few people watching. Ed, as usual, thank you very much for joining. You've been in every video. You've been doing great. You deserve a special mention in this challenge. No, thanks very much for being constantly a very good supporter of this challenge. And yeah, are you drawing today? Hope yes. And who else is joining this drawing challenge? Let me know, guys. Ed, yay, big smile. Okay, I hope Instagram you can see the sketch all right. Of course, it's a bit cropped, but I try to put in a landscape mode, but Instagram doesn't allow me to rotate the phone. Yeah, it's very tricky to do things with Instagram. It's just not doing what you want sometimes. But you can watch on YouTube. It will be much clearer, and you can post your comment there, and everything will be easier. So I will start to put the horizon line, and I will do in the middle of the page, and I want to put these Tivoli gates on the upper heights, on the upper portion of the sketch pad. So it would be roughly in here. I will draw maybe smaller than in this picture. So let's say it's in here. And then I want to establish the height of the first level. So if the level of the heads is the horizon level, horizon line, um, now actually, you know what? I will put this slightly lower. It will be in here. So I will draw the people slightly lower. And don't worry too much about this line. You can cover that in the architecture. And yeah, I want to have this first line maybe in here, so you leave a bit of space for this roof and the arch. So you can almost divide these in three parts. So from here to here is one part, and then from here to here, sorry, I'm trying to dividing these parts. So if this is your horizon line, so from here to here is one portion, and from here to here is the double of this height almost, and then you have the roof. So if this is the horizon, and this is the first level, which I'm happy, and this is the second level of the roof, and then basically the arch is in this place, and then you have the upper part of the roof, which has this dome. I think it's a curved, like dome type of roof. It's roughly here. It's roughly doing this, and then on top, it's a bit cropped in this image. You can't read all the way to the edge, to the top of the roof, but I think I can like maybe do some, yeah, you'll be like here. Ah, actually, this is, I think I can scale this a bit up because I want maybe the tip of the roof can touch the top of the frame. So if I frame my drawing, yeah, so this building can occupy this space, and the top, the antenna or whatever, probably is like it's something for the flag. It's like a antenna where you have a flag on top. I maybe I can do that, or just leave as a simple um, post. But if I do that, maybe. I will move the top roof, the top parts of the first level slightly up, and then I will do the same exercise. So from here to here, I will double it, right? And then you have the roof portion on top. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And as you can see, like the compositional part of the drawing is very important before you draw, before you start to draw. That's why sometimes you need to try and then you figure out what you want to show. So this can change. So don't worry if you already started to draw. You can always change in time, as long you draw in with the back of your nib or with a pencil if you want. So if you make any mistake, don't be too don't be too under pressure. Don't worry too much. It's all it can be all sorts out. Okay, I think this is roughly the position of this entrance. I will maybe make this larger. This actually is in here, and this is actually larger because this length, sorry, this width is when I did this when I was drawing this lower. So let's make it large like this. Yeah, I think this is the right proportion. And then you have this first level with these two statue here. So I will draw roughly where the statue is. Here and one is here, roughly. And then, yeah, you have the people. This is your horizon line. And I want to draw a lot of people, even more than the image. I want, I want the ground overcrowded by people. So I almost can start to draw some details in the upper part. Oh, before that, I want to establish where these two wings on the side are. So on the left-hand side, so this is where the lower wing stops. And then this is central perspective, so the two wings will have the vanishing point converging into roughly in here is the center of the drawing on the horizon line. And then from here, you just like draw this line toward here, one line, and then the other one would be roughly the same height, and then draw the other one. This picture is slightly off axis, so it's not exactly in the you don't see this composition exactly in the middle of this arch, but it doesn't matter. I will simplify it and make it central. I think it makes more sense if you see that exactly in the middle. I think it's nicer composition. Mohammad Reza Karimi. Hello. Hi. How are you? How are you doing? Where are you watching? Let's see if somebody else waved. Good to see you. LAXMAN. Good to see you too. Is the first time you joining, or did you follow other sessions as well? Yep. Let's go back to the drawing. Yeah, keep saying hi, and let's populate the chat so it looks less less sad. These your comments and well, your comments will always support my work. It's vital for me to get your comments and understand where you like, what you don't like, and these are all important feedback. So please keep sending comments, keep talking with me. So I will start to add some detail in here first. I will draw the people at last, I think. So let's draw the front side of the page. Um, so it's roughly in here. This is a semicircle, so it's almost like that. And then this one ends here. And then this arch is in perspective as well. So you have another arch slightly in the background. So it's slightly smaller because of the perspective. And these elements, they are all going towards the vanishing point here. So all this will go to the vanishing point. And then the second part of the arch is here. I will keep the arch as a dashed line now because I want to maybe catch some of the lighting on top because you have like a little bulbs that are following the arch. So it's not like a perfect line, but yeah, I want to catch that somehow. Maybe I would draw a series of bubbles around. So let's see. So for now, let's keep it loose. So a series of capital around. And then I will stop drawing anything above the heads and leave some space between the people and the architecture. I really want to create this detachment from between the foreground and the midground and the background, which are the trees. So yeah, let's add a few more details. So I haven't been in an amusement park for ages. Probably the last one I went was Disneyland Paris. Oh no, actually, there is another one in Italy. It's called Gardaland. I went there when I was in I went there once when I was in uni. Then that's it. Yeah, no more time for amusement park for fun. What is your favorite like favorite attraction in an amusement park? Mine is roller coaster. Yeah, I really like roller coaster, but not one that falls down. I love the traditional one with the cars that do the spinning and the 360 spin. Yeah. Well, what's your favorite attraction? Oh, the one thing I hate in the amusement park is anything that spins because they make my head spinning. They make me sick, basically sick all the time. Um, like in Disneyland Paris, I remember I was in this. I did the cups from Beauty and Beast, and yeah, I was very sick afterwards. I couldn't stand. So yep, that's not my thing. Yeah, I'm adding more details now. So you have a series of details on the columns here, and then so there is a big label here. It's called Tivoli. Yeah, I will write the text later, but I want to get the architecture right first. So I will do the same on the other side. So from here, I just complete the top of this portion. And I always wondered why this amusement park is called Tivoli. I didn't find why it's called like the Italian city. Tivoli, I think it's a city in Italy. Um, and it is a Italian word, so it's definitely not Danish. Yeah, probably it's good. It's not with a Danish name because otherwise I wouldn't be able to pronounce it. Um, so you have the antenna here that will nicely stick out from the frame. Yeah. And then you have another arch behind. And then all these details, the features above the columns, I want to catch that. There are lots of decoration as well, Christmas decoration. Looks like Christmas. Yeah, I think it's around Christmas time. I think it looks like a Christmas market somewhere in the Northern Europe. So yeah, there are lots of trees and the lights. That's why it's all lit up. And then I want I don't want to catch every details of the decorations. because I think that will um, distract too much from the architectural shape and make the drawing too confusing. I want to keep it quite simple because it's already very, very complex. It's a complex composition and drawing. So as I said, I want to leave a gap. So I will stop anything architectural wise up to here. Yeah. The other way to do it is just to draw the people first, which you can do the same. It's the same thing. You can draw the people first, and then you can draw the architecture. Like you go through the order of layers, starting from foreground and slowly layering towards the background. You can do it this way as well. Um, but I think I kind of know where the people's heads are, um, because it's pretty much below this horizon line. So I'm not too worried about that. um, I want to get this element in. So let's draw the base of the this soldier. So it's roughly in here. Has this circular base. This is in the foreground, so I will draw it quite thick, so with a solid line. Then you have the body of the soldier. Let's draw the legs. They are quite straight. And then you have this drum, and the drum is in here. And then yeah, I guess I can simplify this quite a lot. Oh, I don't want to draw every single detail here. I will break this into simpler geometry for now. Then this element and this the drumstick. And then you have your heads. Oh, Nana Bossing. Hi, welcome to YouTube. She replied, in Tivoli there is a big stage with ballet performances. That's my favorite attraction there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I will maybe Google it later. Or send me a picture of that. And sounds like a really nice place. Like I said, I haven't been in an amusement park for a long time, but I think it's a very good place for urban sketching. I think there will be so many things, so many different and a variety of different type of things you can draw. I like when you have many choices, and amusement park you can find anything. So yeah, so heads. Okay, I think I'm happy about this side. So let's replicate on the other side as well. But before, let me draw more details in here. I definitely want to draw some bubbles later. But even now, maybe I can do some. Yeah, it's full of light, full of joy, and this bubble gives more atmosphere in this drawing. And this line goes towards here as well. The, okay, I think that's that's nice. And yeah, let's finish the lower parts. Mm, it's roughly in here. I think I can lower this the horizon line a bit because it's probably a bit too high, so it could be in here. Because you can see the lower part of the soldier is a column, um, and more than half column is above the horizon line. So yeah, I think here roughly here is fine. I will keep it for now. So this can come down a little bit, but I will stop here. I will then draw the people first, and then I will see if I need to repair uh, some portion of these elements. So let's carry on in here. And got series of, oh yeah, there are more levels here. So there are more detail underneath here that I want to catch. I want to keep some distance from, I want to leave a gap between the statue and the background. So I think that is fine. So I will leave these for now. And so let's do the other side. And do the same here. I've got these elements. I will go quickly now. Quicker. I just want to mirror everything from left to right. Sometime I will use this like quick strokes to. Oh, actually, shame on me. This even doesn't have the drum. Okay, no drum. My mistake. Oh, yep, that's a major failure in observing this. Yep, not good. So I will, don't worry too much. I will try to hide this mistake. Let's see how can it be done. Yeah, I definitely can feel that when I do live stream, I would be more likely to run into mistakes by talking and not paying too much attention, observing the scene. Yeah, but anyway, um, I think with some shading and you can cover this mistake. You'll be fine. Be positive. Don't fall into despair. It's always thing can always be sorted, be saved somehow. So there are some statue on top of here. Oh my god, there's so many details here. It's like really, really complex. But it's not that complex. It's just there are so many things, like churches too, like churches or cathedral, palace. They tend normally to have a lot decoration details, because of course they need to look high end, expensive. So okay, so that's pretty much all right. And let's put this in here. Um, this one goes down. And then I want to make them mirrored, almost exactly mirrored. Mm, so that's fine. And then on top, I want to detach this a little bit. Okay. And there's some arch elements. Okay. And columns here. Um, if you draw a lot of bubbles, you will you don't need to draw too many details. That sometimes helps to make your drawing simpler. So as long you draw the main thing, main elements of this building, that should be right. Mhm. So I don't want to low too much the horizon line because otherwise you will see that this vanishing point is not going exactly there. But I think for it, since this is a hand sketch, if you lower a little bit, your eye won't catch this mistake. Well, I hope. I normally um I normally do this quite often. Just move slightly the horizon line. If you move too much, your eye will realize that this basically the perspective structure don't work. It doesn't work if you move too much. So yeah, when you're correcting the horizon line, always just do, well, it's good if you don't do at all, but if you have to, just move tiny bits. It's all right. So let me draw these parts, and then the column. And then, yeah, this came out quite low. It should be slightly higher, but doesn't matter. Um, it's fine. I think now let's draw some people in, and then let's then see if everything looks all right. So for the people, I want to catch some people walking across the image and some people walking towards the observer or away from the observer. So people coming and go from any directions. So when I draw people, I will try to draw this man first with the lady in here. So the lady has is perfectly matching with my drawing style. Basically, as you may notice, when I draw lady, I always just draw a long coat and then I put the head in here later. So this is a simple way to draw figures, female figures. And then for the man, I will do the same, but without a long hair. And I normally draw one leg, and then the other leg is bended 90 degrees instead of doing this cross. I don't like cross leg, like inverted V shape. That is too static for me. But let me know, guys, what do you think? Maybe some people like drawing the people like they are in reality, like how they observe, they draw. But for me, I have like a certain way to draw, and I almost stick with them. And then I have some. I want to draw more people, like going in, occupying this area. I want to fill this image with people, and but before that, let's draw the frame. So I want to put the title in here, and then frame it the other way around. So I will put this frame and this frame first, and then I will put the title in here, and then the frame concluding on the top, but stopping at the antenna of this main entrance, and so this is Tivoli Gardens. I will write today a bit smaller than usual. Tivoli. Maybe I can omit the gardens. I will write Copenhagen straight away. How is Copenhagen spelled? Copeng. Okay. I will write it quite small because it's a long word. Copenhagen. And this bit is clashing a little bit with the building, but I if it happens, I will just interrupt the letter and leave a little bit of gap from the main subject. So it will look like this text is behind the building. And then I will carry on with the frame and frame the top part. So Tivoli. There we go. And Copenhagen. Okay, today is number 12. And today's date is the 7th of the 4th, 27. So I will write maybe, I think this time I will do a vertical date. So 070422. Let me guys know which format do you prefer, like vertical writing or horizontal writing for the dates. Sometimes I use most of the time I use vertical in my usual sketch, but in this challenge I found number 12 was I think makes more sense to be next to a horizontal date rather than vertical. I think works both way. Okay, Tivoli, Copenhagen, perfect, done. And let's see the image one other time. So let's carry on with the people. So I want to frame bottom. I want to put my signature first, so I know where I want to interrupt if I have any person nearby the signature. So I want to put some people walking towards the entrance from this side. So I want to have a female character here. Mm. Yeah, actually, guys, let me know if you want to have a character walking towards uh, you or away from you. I can do both. It's actually, yeah, it's actually both could work. But let me guys know. I will carry on with some other details like in here and here. Put in the comments down below. Let me know if which way you want your character facing. Oh, so I will draw more people. I will draw smaller people in here because I have the signature, so I can carry on with smaller people. Maybe I can do a slightly bigger in here. It's cropped. It's cropped by the signature, but that doesn't matter. It's winter, so I will give a lot of um, down coats. Yeah. Daniel Bosga, 82. Mistakes are expressive and great because how you create art, not just a copy. Love mistakes. Oh, we are too. We are too. I have a love with mistakes. I love mistakes too, and it's part of the style and a part of how you draw as well. And the mistake makes everything unique. So yeah, it's nice. Uh, yeah, guys, how do you want me to draw these people on the side, facing you or going away towards the gate? So I would draw a group of people here. I think it's quite nice. So one is facing backwards. This, then some other ladies, and so this group of people is quite nice because they interact between each other. When I draw people, I always try to make um, group of them so that um, they can do something like talking between each other or walking with their kids or their dogs. So they are not just dull mannequins, like almost uh, in my composition, but they are actually living. They have their own life in my drawings. So I like when you add a bit of activity, animation in them. So this lady is talking on the phone. So it's this is nice to catch. So has a hat and there are lots of people behind them. So it's good to draw them as well. And yeah, I like when you have different scales of people as well, like walking from the foreground to the background and layering them by overlapping. So this way you create depth in your composition. And when you want to make a scenery crowded, you just add a lot of heads behind. That this trick always work quite well. So in the foreground here, I will add some animals. I'm not sure animals are allowed in a theme park. Probably not. Yeah, I can't see any animals in here. So probably they, oh, maybe yes. Maybe you just pay an extra ticket for them. But would you, how would that work? So if you want to go on an attraction, would you leave your dog like somewhere? Like there is a special place for dogs? Yeah, that could work. I will draw one of them just for fun. Maybe this one. Yeah, these dogs belong to this lady. Yeah, and then anyone replied on that? No comments on the side of the person. So I will then go as I usually do from the back, because when you're drawing from the back, um, it looks like you are following this person. So you are automatically automatically feel like you are going to the same direction of the person in front of you. So I quite like drawing from the back when it's very close to you. And yeah, I will do a male character for now. And yeah, it doesn't exist in this picture, but I will just do that because it adds a bit of complexity and it also allow me to draw less people because you occupy the majority of the space in the foreground with a big figure that hides the people behind it. So sometimes it's a good way to save time when you're drawing. So yeah. So I will draw this person with a hat. And the coat. That's good. The weird, the weird woman with a dog. Yeah, in fact, it looks like what am I doing here? Yeah. Wouldn't you walk into a theme park with a dog? Normally, I will do if I have a dog. I just let the dog have fun as well. They are bored in home. They want to go on a roller coaster. Yeah. And also I wonder if you are a dog, what type of activity you want to do in an amusement park? Like chasing the ball. It will be like a robot, like throwing balls everywhere. Yeah, that could work. Why not? Probably they are not interested in the pirate boats or anything like that. Okay, let's draw more lights here, guys. Let's fill up this scenery with Christmas lights. Oh, before that, let's draw more people. More people. So I will do a couple of one facing the observer. So these guys walking with a lady, with his girlfriend, and they just had fun in the amusement park, and they are ready to go to a restaurant. Maybe they finished dating, and the dating went really well, and yeah, the guy's bringing her to a nice restaurant after an amazing day in Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen. Where is the where is Tivoli? Is where which part of Copenhagen is located? Is that near the city center? I haven't checked that on the Google map. I guess it should be not in the city center because normally, yeah, you will build the amusement park away from the city. But actually, no, it's probably not because these are the second, no, the third oldest theme park in the world. So by the maybe at the time when they been built like 200 years ago, um, they were maybe outside of the city, but now it's been included in the city because of the city expansion, I guess. Copenhagen must grown a lot from 200 years ago. So maybe now this is part of the city center. Um, I want to learn to spell your name, Nanna. Feel Fjilde is your name. How would you pronounce that? No, I won't try to do that. I will do that totally wrong. I will butcher your name. Let's not do that. Nana, where do you know where it is? Where is it? It's close to the city center. And Barry Zhang, so cute. Thank you very much. If I'm the dog, I would look for a sofa. Yeah, sofa. Yeah, why sofa? I guess you are a lazy dog. You, they brought you to an amusement park, and you want a sofa to rest. So I guess they probably would do what they should do. Just they should just leave you at home, probably with a sofa. Yeah, that's an interesting answer. But today I'm tired as well, so after work, the only thing I wanted was a bed and sofa. And then, yeah, after, thankfully, I've got this drawing challenge, and drawing always makes me happy. And after the drawing, probably, I will do a very um, intense session of uh, just lying on the sofa and watching some TV show. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, guys, let's speed up. Time to speed up. So I want to put some bubbles as well where the people are. So this will create some plane separation between the sceneries, between the foreground and the background. So, so I want to draw more people, and drawing heads will make the scene looks more crowded. Yeah. So I normally draw all the heads in black when they are far away, and with some shading when they are closer to the observer. So I will draw some dark trousers here, and then some shadow underneath the heads. So when you draw some dark solid shadow underneath the head, you will make your figure look lighter because the head is not attached to the body. I often use this trick to make my figure lighter. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, this lady looks really weird. And yeah, the dog and the dog it doesn't the dog I think the dog wants a sofa for sure. This dog looks so lost. Like why I'm here. And yeah, I feel sorry for this poor dog. So I will draw another one just to keep him happy. So I will draw another cute dog to help them look less embarrassed. Yeah. What do you think, guys? I'm not sure. Maybe now they look even. This lady even looks weirder than before. More weird. Now she has two dogs. Yeah, doesn't know where they are. Sur Surrounded by people. And, yeah, I think it's fine. Let's leave it too. And yeah, let's put more people. Okay. I think let's add some detail in the shadow. So starting from the top, I'll put some shadow here. So the roof tile is quite interesting, and I want to catch some detail of this, but also highlighted the shadow. And I will give a hatch to it. And I want to add some more bubbles in here. Okay, and in here as well. There is some detail here to catch, and we quickly do some shading to highlight these columns a bit better. And I won't do too much. I don't want to overcomplicate this detail. I want just to create some contrast in here. Ta-da, here. So I've got some detail in the internal roof, the ceiling. And I've got another line here. This is a double line. So I want to add some horizontal shading just to highlight um, these details on top of the column, and then here inside as well. Okay, so there are some lights in here as well. So there are some downlights underneath these elements. So I will put the shading at the bottom. This will suggest that the top part of the column is lit up. And then I want to really highlight the gaps between the columns in here, so you can distinguish each of the columns. And there is a door here or something, some elements in here. Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't worry too much about this. Let's do the downlight in here. So let's add the light, the shading in here, and make sure I will leave most of the soldier statue here in white, so it creates a nice contrast with the background. Some bubbles. I think that's all right. Some more bubbles. And then I want to catch some details in the face. This mustache is the key details of them. and some detail in the hat. I think I want to catch, and in the hair. Okay. And then the shoes here, the boots. And then, okay, I think that's all right. Let's add some shading here and in here. So I can draw some shading on this facade and some details that highlights the arch on this side and then on this side as well. Just some hints to them, and then on top as well in here. Okay, then and oh yeah, on the roof here. It's all right, and then and let's do the same on the other side. Mustache, hats, hairs, and since here I made a mistake, I put the drum, but this guy doesn't have a drum, and I will maybe. So there is a lit up part in here. Okay, so let's add some more shadow. And Tivoli. Yeah, I think it's it's getting there. Some detail on the drum. So this drum will have some detail, and this one I will use the blades to get rid of that. But there is a tree here, so I want to catch some trees and behind here as well. And there is a pavilion where the people are going. And it's quite dark here. So I want to highlight the architecture elements even more by adding some more shadow. So the elements, the arches and the gap between the columns will be highlighted a bit more. Okay. And here as well, there is some columns. So everywhere you have columns and two columns or a gap between architectural elements, it's nice to have a shadow gap to break them. Otherwise, it will be all part of the same face and you can't distinguish them. And I think I'm okay. I would draw some trees and then draw the sky. Since this scene is in the evening, I want to draw the sky quite dark. So let's draw the Tivoli. It's almost there, guys. This being another long drawing, it's quite complicated. Are you still there? Looks like the city center. Ed, looks like the city center. Yeah, I agree with you. Copenhagen, Tivoli. Perfect. Okay. And yeah, I want to add some lighting. Sorry, some shading in the sky. So because this is an evening scene, so well, it's not exactly evening, but I think with a darker sky will help to read the lights a bit more. So let's start with a medium rare hatch, and then we're gonna make it denser. And leave a gap to the main subjects. Okay, let's carry on. So let's make it denser by adding another line in between the lines. This way, you can basically make a more homogeneous hatch. Because otherwise, if you draw the lines one by one next to each other, it would be more difficult to maintain the same distance between the lines. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. Because you already established the distance between your lines at the beginning, so drawing a line in between is easier. Yeah, I'm starting to accelerate a little bit because I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm a bit hungry. So I will finish this in a bit. Yeah, I think you almost want it's almost there. So I want to add some more sky in here. So you highlight the trees and the arch. Because if the bottom of the arch is white, and sky is dark, you can see where it starts and finish. And I will leave the tree white. I think it's nicer to have them at the back of these figures to detach them from the sky. We got some details here, and so we have something. We have some. Yeah, we have some elements in here. I think that's all right. There's some dark ink, dark hatch underneath the head to break them. And yeah, I think it's all right. I will add some columns in here. Seems there are some architecture elements in here. It's like a colonnade on this side. So and here is good to add some shadow to highlight these elements. Nope. And yeah, add some shadow in here. Okay, almost there. So I'll add some shadow and here as well. So you highlight these elements with the contrast, nice contrast. Yeah, and then okay, and let's add some shading to the trousers to make some dark elements underneath, like on the lower part of the drawings, and balance this a bit. Yeah, sometimes you can put some dark um, people, like people wearing darker clothes. To add some contrast. Okay, so here as well. Okay, I think I have pretty much done here. So I want to add another line here. This will create a bit of more definition to the architecture. Then some shadow here. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I can maybe add some more details, but I think today it's all already like it's highlighting all the major details, major elements of this building. So I will add some detail at the column here, and yeah, I think I'm quite happy. Maybe the Tivoli part, this roof part could be more contrasted with the sky. I can scratch later on a little bit of the sky here, so make it more detached from the roof. So that helps to read the roof better. And I will probably do some shading here. And then that's pretty much it. And I will correct this mistake later on. I think that's all right. What do you think, guys, of this drawing? And if you have, if you followed my drawings in this challenge, please post on Instagram so I can um, feature that on my Instagram page. And thank you very much, guys, for watching. And if you have any question, I just go through like 2 minutes. Um, Thank you, Ed. Enjoyed dinner. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Beryl. Thank you, Nana, for sending me this drawing. You will have the digital version of this as well. All of you guys who I've drawn in this challenge, you will receive a digital version of this very, very soon. So yeah, let's go through some question if you have. If you not, thank you very much, Daniel. Great architecture details, lovely people. Thank you. Yeah, what represents the bubble? Oh, Spencer angle. The bubble represents an effect of lighting. Basically, I normally represent the lights. So, for example, when in this photograph you have the lights here, I normally simplify them in as just a bubble in my drawing, and uh, and the bubble represents where the light source is. And most of the time, the bubble helps to bring some interest, like highlight some interesting points of my architecture, or highlight some complexity on the roof, or in this case, just highlighting the Christmas lights around my building. So I use bubble to make the drawing less boring. So it's a special effect that I put in to make the drawing more buzzy. Yeah, I hope that helps. I hope I answered at your question. And if you guys want to know more about these techniques, I do some foliage techniques as well, bubbles, lighting effects, reflections. You can have a look at my online class on Class 101. And I've explained with a lot of examples as well how I achieve these. Yeah, I think it's enough for today. I'm gonna do some lunch, some dinner now. Thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe the YouTube channel if you haven't done that yet, and put the bell on so you won't miss any upcoming drawing drawing stream. But actually, this is the second last drawing. So the next drawing will be the last drawing of this month. But guys, please keep submitting your location. Maybe in the future I will do another season of this challenge. Thanks very much for now, and see you in 3 days, Sunday this week, for the last episode of this season and this challenge. Thank you very much. See you. Have a good evening.